Hey guys, it's Michael Todd and welcome to The.Cult.Of.Vintage. I'm out of breath. I did a thing and we're gonna go through it together. If you are a huge fan of dolls, antique toys, then this video, there's gonna be a lot to see. I hope you can join me. We're just gonna start off with the chaos of it all. I went to an auction, I did a thing, and I bought a lot. I don't regret it. I am crazy excited right now, and we're gonna go through it all together. Okay, so we've got everything laid out we're downstairs in my reselling room, here at the side I went. Everything's laid out. Clearly there's a lot to go through. I do have a prized possession. Pardon me. But we will talk about that. It's getting close to the end of the day and I'm exhausted, so I'm going to end the video here for me. But then we're going to come back bright-eyed and bushy-tailed to tackle all of this. Isn't it fabulous? Okay, so we are back. We've got a lot of stuff to go through, and I don't know, given how much stuff there is, that I'm even going to be able to get through it all in one setting, but I've got it kind of partially divided. So we're just going to get right into it. We'll talk about some things. I think with some of the boxes, I'm going to show the items close up, so that way I'm not interfering with the item. Other things I will just show on camera. So we're going to dive into our first lot. Keep in mind, there are very few items that I actually bought by piece. Vast majority, everything was kind of bought in lots or in the flats. So I will most certainly make that distinction as we go through them. While I have the invoice, because many of the items, the vast majority of the items being bought through lots, there's no specific cost breakdown. And honestly, I looked at it to try to, oh, that's this box, this is this price, but overall I did really good. The vast majority of things were $80 and under. So let's go ahead and let's check it out. Here we go. Okay, so this is the first box lot that I had gotten. Now, on the top is probably my most prized possession, personally speaking, from everything that I got, and it is this antique milliner's doll. Okay, I'm so excited by her. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of a close-up here. So it is like a composite paper mache over wood. Oh, look at that face. Now, her clothes are original to her. She is on a leather body, though she does have hand-carved wooden hands and arms here. Dress, again, is original to her. Now, she does have some condition issues. Specifically, they would come with feet. Traditionally, the feet have worn off. That was most likely like a paper mache, though they could have been wood, but they're obviously missing. I'm not so sad about it. Now, she's got her underskirt. She's got her little pantaloons on. And really what these were, early 1800s up through early 1900s, these were used basically as fashion dolls, and they would illustrate different fashions of the time, and they would be sent around globally. So I don't have an exact date on her. Like I said, early 1800s up through the 1900s. She's overall in pretty good shape. We do have some crazing there. There's some obvious wear to the paint. I love the fact that her hair is down in the curls. I think she is perfectly aged. I love her, so I'm just so exceptionally pleased with having her. This is something that I'm going to keep. One of the very few things, actually, that I'm going to keep, so very proud of myself on that point. Let's check out the other stuff. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and stick to the box that I just showed you guys. We'll go through those items. Now there was something in there that is not specific. This was a previous purchase that I got from a totally separate auction. I did pick this up while I was there, and it is this gorgeous antique necklace. I'm gonna go ahead, flip the camera, and we will look at this beauty a little bit closer up because it is so gorgeous. So I apologize. This is actually my work desk that we are looking at things on. I know I could have made it fancier, but you know, hey. So we've got this gorgeous twisted silver wire. I do believe that these are glass. I don't think that they're real aquamarine. And of course we do have a cameo. Now this is a real cameo, so it is carved out of shell. It's not kind of like that Victorian revival from the 80s where everything was plastic. I just absolutely love the look of this. Look at that chain. Isn't that chain fabulous? Even the detailing in the chain. Yet, at the top, we just have a simple C-clasp on that one. Look at the chain. It just is so perfect. Oh, I love it. I think that is such a statement piece. I would still like to see somebody, a modern woman, wear this. I mean, why not? If you're going to do it, do it. Polished up and silvery and sparkly. Stop it. That's gorgeous. Amazing pickup on that one. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and concentrate on the other items that were in the box. First up, we do have a little bisque. A boy, he's really cute. We do have, of course, the glass inset eyes. Now this is a molded piece of porcelain. He's in a blue velvet with a little ruffled collar. And of course the sleeves. The hands are a composition. This hand does have some condition issues to the bottom of the fingers. Cloth body. He does have, I believe it's probably most likely a composition. I'm not really going to mess with the stockings. I don't know how far up the stockings go. Pants he is stitched in, though I do think that we could remove them. The shirt is, interestingly, okay, so the shirt does have the buttons, but we have the stitching there to serve as the eyelets. So it would in fact button closed, but he's a cutie. He's a little bit of an older one. More than likely a German. These aren't my favorites. I like something a little bit larger, but he is cute. Now this was definitely a mixed lot because we do then have like a plastic doll in here with the Betty Bye eyes. Lord be. I don't know who this particular doll is, but my word. Again, she does have Betty Bye eyes. It's going to be a little bit difficult to kind of show those. Hello, boys and girls. I will say the hair could use a little zhuzhing up, but overall, she's in pretty good condition. Oh, and I didn't even know, she does have her little shoesies on here. I don't think this dress is certainly original to her, though vintage. It looks like it would have been mommy made. She is pinned in with a straight pin to the dress. It is sun faded here on the back. If I you can see the difference in the color, a much stronger wine or burgundy color here, though I'm not mad at that color, but it is in fact sun damaged. So she's cutie, more like a 50s doll, which is fine, that's okay. It's not my favorite area of doll, though there are some exceptional ones, I will say that. We do have, now this is a good one. We've got a little baby doll here. All right, so she's a little bisque baby. Now she does have little eyes in her. The nice thing about these, again, it's difficult to show the Betty Bye, but she does in fact have Betty Bye eyes, okay? It does appear that This almost feels like horsehair. No, it's not thick enough. It could be a human hair, but there is a homemade pate underneath it. So the doll, basically underneath here, the scalp would be hollow, which would allow you to access the eye mechanism, change out the eyes if you would prefer. But somebody did glue on that pate. It's definitely a homemade wig. And I can't say, it almost seems like it is a cloth. Yeah, it is a cloth that somebody used to create the pate, which is definitely a more unusual way of doing it. But on a small doll, it makes sense. Clearly in kind of like a little christening gown, so it's a little bit larger than the doll would be itself. They are articulated. She is, he is, it is marked Germany on the back here. I don't know if we're going to be able to really read that on camera, but that's a great one. I love it. It's darling. I love the christening gown. She does have a diaper on. It's a little large for her, but fully articulated. Seems like somebody probably restrung the doll, but that christening gown is precious on there. Sweet little doll. That's a gooder one. Let's talk about this guy, a little China head doll. Now, again, on a cloth body, it feels like it's sawdust filled. I wonder, he's got these blue velveteen, clearly not part of the period, a German one. I love the blondes. The blondes are a little bit harder to get. And of course, our bisque ones, we've got a hallmark on there. It is an older body. Yeah, I do believe it is most certainly sawdust filled. The pants are pinned on. Okay. I thought there's been some repair work to the legs, which I greatly appreciate. It's part of their story. Look at that. The little patch on there. So it is definitely sawdust filled. Clearly it was a handmade body, though I will say the stitching on the side does appear to be machine done. But then we have hand stitching here on the legs. I would assume the same is happening there. Yeah, on the arms. You could probably peek in there. See, that's all hand stitched. That's darling. He's got the bisque hands. The one hand, the thumb is missing. And then we've got, these are traditionally like the girl feet, but they serve the purpose. I love the head. I am one of those collectors that would, I'm going to get him dressed back up. I would, in fact, consider disposing of the body. It would keep, of course, the feet, the arms. I mean, I guess the body isn't in such bad condition that it would warrant disposing of. I just really love the shoulder plate China head dolls. They're very easy to display because they sit up on the stand. So he's certainly cute. The clothes are a little, let me not be shady, they're probably about as close to a nice shirt as I could personally make. And we do have functioning eyelets, so that is something to be said. Let's go ahead and take a look then at this next doll. Now this next doll is most certainly not in her original clothing. I can't fully, so she's an earlier peg doll. I don't know. The nose does not, while it appears to be broken, don't think it actually is. It was just a rawer kind of piece of wood. It is fully painted on. The paint does appear to be original to it. Though I will say on the back here, we do have a split, which appears to have been painted on. She is wearing kind of like a prairie dress, if you will. Not my favorite look on her. It does, of course, serve a purpose. I would rather display her without all of the clothing on here we are going to undress her so that you can better see the mechanism if you're not familiar with the peg dolls. Okay, so this one is legitimately held in by wood pegs. All right, girl, let's just... I just don't think this is doing you any justice, girl. There. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I know somebody worked very hard on it, respectfully. It's just not my vibe. It's clearly a later dress, and that's all right. Ooh, this eyelet lace, very 60s, 70s. All right, let's take a closer look at her. You can see, especially here in the arms, she is in fact articulated. It is held in by pegs. Okay, we love seeing that. The hip, you can see the wooden peg that allows the thigh, the knee to bend. So the dolls are very folk arty. Clearly the head is a little disproportionate to the body, as is the case on many of them. Not a great piece of wood, definitely made with scrap wood, but that's what I love about her. I do have another one where the entirety of the body is painted. So even without fabric clothing, it looks like she is still dressed. This is a beautiful doll, condition and all. Like I said, it's a very rough piece of wood, probably just, yeah, that one's gonna come right off. We'll have to get rid of that, but I value her because of that. I just love this. So she's great because you can put her in a doll stand, but you can certainly have her sit on the shelf. She's gonna need a little bit of a wide space though, but she's a fabulous doll. And I love the hand painting on the face. I think that is fantastic. She's so good, so good. All right, that actually is the entirety of that box, okay? There was another doll for you eagle eyes that was in the box, but she was, whoops, don't worry, she's good. It's just the stand popping off. She was bought separately from the other dolls, but just for the sake of getting everything kind of stored up, I did put her in here. So let's take a closer look at her. All right, so this is the doll that I bought independent of the box lot. She was a choice, so you know, they have multiple dolls that are up. High bidder gets their choice. Now she does appear to be in homemade clothing, though I would say the clothing itself is a little antique. She is on a cloth body, though she does in fact have bisque arms, as well as a bisque head. Now, I believe this is a Hartwig mold here. She is like a China head, so she's got her shoulder plate, and if we flip her around, we'll see like all of the detailing that went into it. Now, she does appear to be glued and not stitched in. That is because she is, I'm going to use this larger China head as a reference, doesn't have these holes to allow somebody to kind of stitch the shoulder plate onto the cloth. So she is glued on. Now, while it does appear that she is in fact wearing a bonnet, when we look at the sculptural detail, we will note, again, we're going to rotate her around here, it is actually a flower. And I just thought that was an exceptional piece. Hartwig does a lot with these pastel blues. Their dolls are pretty easy to recognize. That's not always the case. Japan did a lot of remakes with her. Now, when we scroll down through here to her dress, you know, she does have her underskirt as well as her pantaloons on here. Note that the feet are actually a glazed bisque. More than likely were replaced, but the clothes themselves, I think, is fabulous. Personally would have chose a different color outside, again, that burgundy, just to match the bonnet a little bit better. That's a personal choice. She does, again, have the eyelet back here. This is a fully functioning eyelet, so whomever made it definitely took their time. Though I will say she is pinned into her waist, and again, you can see the cloth there. It does feel, just trying to, yeah, she does feel like she's a sawdust stuffed doll. So I just thought she was absolutely exceptional. So a really great find on her for sure. Let's check out this box. This was a box lot. We're going to take a closer look at everything that we've got going on here. And I guess we'll just start with this one here. Okay, so it was definitely a mixed box. Boxed a lot on this one, or flat. It's called a Ravka doll, an original Ravka, Paris, New York. It does have its original hand tag on there. It's a barbershop quartet. Oh, it is stamped here on the, well, no, it's handwritten. It just says barbershop quartet. Bernard Ravka. Somebody pencil wrote on the bottom of it. They're like these fiber dolls, cloth dolls with what appears to be a paper mache. They are each on a wire armature. We can see kind of the wire peeking out down there. I would think that they could probably bend a little bit. I wouldn't want to bend them too much. It's definitely unusual, though each of the gentlemen is suffering from a condition issue. You know, we have the barber here himself. His nose has gotten eaten away. Our gentleman here in the back, again, another nose issue. Gentleman here in the front, the chin. This guy back here wearing way too much lipstick. We turn it around. I don't know. A dog got to him. Though I will say, I absolutely love his outfit here, the houndstooth with that blue and white, classic red suspenders. I mean, again, the subject matter is great. It's really fun, unusual for sure. They made a wide variety of these kind of dolls. It's not the kind of vibe that I go for. And honestly, I feel like the condition issue is going to hold off the vast majority of people. It's not condition issues that we'll see later on with some of the pieces that add aesthetic value. You know, again, I don't know, somebody might see this and think, oh, the condition, it makes it even better. To each their own. To me, it's not really doing it for me. So that one, it is what it is. We do have something called the Homestead Collection. In here, it is the original collection, boys and girls. I'm not going to read, oops, it's upside down. I'm not going to read the whole shebang to it. We do have a copyright beginning in 78 through 82. The Homestead Collection offers an old-fashioned alternative to glittery Christmas balls. These superbly detailed old-fashioned dolls are hand-painted and carved, some using dental tools to achieve intricate lace patterns and antique luster, and are superbly detailed and historically correct as antique reproductions, light and durable. So it is a reproduction. This one is copyrighted 87 by Ike and Sandy Spillman. It's clearly marked Christening Baby from 2015. It is cute, I will say that. So if you're into like the Christening Babies, which you could certainly do, kind of like there's, I mean, they do display really well together. It does essentially have a flat surface that will, in fact, stand up straight. It feels like a poly resin, not gonna lie. Or is it wood? I don't know. It's interesting. It is cute. It's definitely hand painted, which I certainly think adds a lot of aesthetic value to it. So, you know, hey, there might be somebody out there that just absolutely adores and loves it. Get it. Is this a frozen Charlotte, or are you just missing arms, sister? Okay, so not a frozen Charlotte, though she would have had arms. There's holes. If we peek in there, they've clearly turned her into a little Amish girl. Interesting. Okay, hand stitched. I'm not sure she would have been a flapper originally. You can see the haircut with the hairband on there. She does have underclothes on that has pen lettering that I cannot make out. So, you know, hey. This little cutie, Shackleman, New York. She's a little rubber baby. She's darling in her little pink little romper. Look at her. And again, she is a soft rubber. There's a little sticker back there on the back. She's darling. She's cute. Why not? We do have a pair of little wooden dolls. These do appear to be hobbyist or studio pieces in what I would assume are like little Thanksgiving dolls. Very stylized, of course. Done well. No shade on that. I think they're absolutely darling. But again, they're just like little wooden dolls. Cute, cute. Again, it was in a mixed bag lot, so what are you gonna do? There is a doll wig in here. It is a smaller one. It's a 4 to 5 inch. It does appear that somebody had hot glued it. That is a no-no. Hot glue, 4 or 5 inch. Cute little sausage curls. I don't think we have a 4 or 5 inch doll that is missing her wig. It is elasticize on the scalp, so we might set that in the discard pile. Well, sad but true. Another sad but true. Is this one sad but true? Yes, it is a sad but true. We do have an antique German frozen Charlotte. It does clearly say broken foot. Frozen Charlotte, 3 inch Germany. So her little footy down here, oh, this footy, does have a chip to it. Otherwise, more commonly, the hands are usually are what are broken. I don't mind. I don't mind the broken frozen Charlottes. Frozen Charlottes are great. They do come in a variety of different heights. Some are, the vast majority are glazed. There are some that are unglazed. I think we did get some unglazed ones. That'll be coming up. Now, this doll is... Okay, so this is... I'm not going to leave this tag on because it's telling you some of the dolls have the name of where... Pardon me. We got to get the scissors. Have the name of where they came from. The owner, the previous owner. I don't feel like putting people's business out like that. Now she is, oh, she had blue tack on there, on her little feet. A lot of collectors will do that with the smaller bisque dolls to get them stand up. They do make, and I have a good bit of them, I forgot where I got them, but they do make miniature doll stands. So if you do have like your bisque babies, you can certainly get that. Now, somebody has cleverly just used a simple piece of wire, which works because at least her hands are still there. I feel like I've had a larger one of these. I'm thinking she had a blue headband and bow. Pretty sure. But she doesn't have any chips or cracks. I think she is a sweetheart. She's about 4 inches tall. Now, she's not marked Japan, which is nice because she is more than likely German at that point. I love the expression on the face. Again, hand painted. I think she's absolutely darling. Like, that is a good one. That's a cute one. Okay. We have 3 more in this lot. We've got a sawdust leaker. Yep, girl, where are you leaking from? What's going on here, sister friend? We might have to just Are you leaking? Are you? Yes, you are. Where are you leaking from? She's leaking from the abdomen. Let me pinch her shut. Oh, that's a shame because she is cute. This one, she could be German. She's glued in, that's for sure. It looks like she had a hanky, and I love that somebody turned a hanky into her dress. That's unfortunate because the dress, this hanky dress, I think fits the overall kind of vibe to her, like very Little Bo Peep-esque with the flowers, the roses. She does have her little feet down here, but like I said, she's clearly sawdust stuff because she's leaking sawdust everywhere. Oh, I've got a tag on here. Hand-stitched 1900s. She could be a 1900s. I think she's more of a at least as mass-produced as you can get for the time. So she's not certainly an elevated one. You can tell by the painting. It's a little bit more crude, so, you know, they crank them out a little bit faster. Though still hand-painted. Man, she is leaking sawdust everywhere. My girl, I don't know what we're going to do with you. I feel maybe if I can really isolate where you are leaking from. I think her entire torso is missing because this is just cloth in here. I can feel the legs, and she is leaking from the top. So we're going to have to figure out what to do with you. Maybe I'll get all of the sawdust out, and then we will just kind of leave the porcelain in with the cloth, because that's a great look. That's a shame. That's a shame because I really do kind of vibe with that one. Where am I going to put you, my girl? We're just going to have to lay you right here. You're in need of repair. We have another hanky doll. She's on a cloth body. Let me make sure she's not leaking. She's not leaking. This one isn't as elaborate as our last one. She does appear to be wearing like a little shawl up here. It's more pronounced on the back. We used a red cloth more than, oh shoot. So she is sawdust filled. And this is pretty common because the adhesive kind of slowly eats away and then it does rip at the fabric. So this one is a bisque. Does her head? Oh, this is a good one. I don't have one of these. So she's on a shoulder plate, like your typical China head doll. What is not typical about our little lass here is, you know, the shoulder plate is right here. She has an articulated head. That is pretty exceptional. Boy, oh boy. Not really liking her pants. Though cute. You know, maybe if we got rid of, well, we need that, don't we? Ah! Boy, that head is a good one. Ooh. I don't know, y'all. I'm pretty sure it says Japan back here. I don't know if that's going to show up on camera that well for you. Go ahead, Japan. She's good. That head is really good. Okay. So, oh, we have one more. She's hiding in here on me. There's a whole bunch of sawdust. This one is definitely a German girl. Now, she is a porcelain, heavily painted. I don't think the stringing, well, the stringing could be original. No, I don't think it is. Or the knot just got, you know. But look at this tiny little girl. Whoa, where are we at? Right here. I love that face. I've got personality. Obviously, she's been stitched into her clothes. She is not wearing any underclothes, though. On her back, She is stamped Germany. Okay. That is darling. That is too darling. I love that whole look. That is officially the end of that box. So let's go ahead and dive into the big box. Okay, so this is quite truly the big box. Now, when we are looking in here, this is how this was done. Bought as a choice, bought as a choice. So these were separate. Our little China head boy was bought by himself, but then the Cabbage Patch, they were bought as a lot. So let's go ahead and we'll start with, actually I'm going to go ahead, we'll start with him to get him out of the way, and then we'll jump to the Cabbage Patch and then go to the bears. You are not seeing things. They are both mohair, but both do in fact have light bulbs for eyes. Yeah, they do. Okay, so the first piece that we will start off with is another China head. Now, unfortunately, he's got a war wound. It happens. It's sad, but true. He's missing a leg, or I should say he is missing part of a leg. Ouch. Here is his other leg with the slipper. Now, I prefer these feet just because they are a little bit more gentlemanly for Victorian times. He does have, of course, a hand-stitched outfit to him. This is his lot. I was paddle number 17, but I love this. Now, you could easily, of course, turn the doll into a girl just by dress. We do have porcelain hands on a cloth body. Little hands. Reach out and touch someone. I love the face. He does give more boy vibes to me. So we do have a chip on the hair. But again, I am not that collector. I don't mind that stuff. Some people do. Again, it's one of those to each their own kind of things. All right, let's go ahead and we're gonna look at the Cabbage Patch. I did get 3 of them. The first up, and she is in official Calico Cabbage Patch wearer. Her diaper is not an official Cabbage Patch, but we do have our little gingy-haired Cabbage Patch doll. She is a cute one. I didn't really inspect her. Where were you made, girl? She's an 82. So she is a Calico. She is a Calico Cabbage Patch. So this would be the ones that the vast majority of us, of course, grew up with. Our little ginger-haired girl with her green eyes. She's in her little pink workout suit here, her sweatsuit. Again, very 80s. She does have the shoes, which is quite nice. She's wearing a diaper, but I don't believe, again, it's branded. Though the jumper, pardon me, the sweatsuit, it is branded. So this one was cute. It came with a lot, so we got it. Okay. Next up, again, in branded clothing, this one I think is the Kesmar. No, it's not. This one isn't. He's also an 82. He needs a little bit of a cleaning. Now, he is clearly an official... What is this? Oh. Okay, I see what you did. He's actually got 2 outfits. This kind of very Benetton-esque. He had the pants tucked inside. So you could do something like this if you wanted to, but they put him in the green and blue little romper, which I actually kind of prefer that look. But he is a little baldy. He is blue-eyed with freckles. Freckles are a little bit more desirable. Note, he does have 2 dimples, or ginger. She did have 2 gingers. So I didn't realize that. He does have his original Cabbage Patch shoes. He's wearing unbranded diaper. Okay. Really cute. The romper, or the sweat, my goodness, the sweat. I'll leave it in. The sweat suit thing. I don't wear sweatpants and stuff like that much, so whatever. It is still branded. I like this outfit. I wouldn't put the pants on. The pants are cute, but that romper is definitely better. Those are folded up and tucked inside here. So we'll keep those with you, sir, just so we don't lose them. Now, the reason that I bought the Cabbage Patch is because all three were sold together, and I had to buy all three to get this one, which, don't worry, I got a really good deal. Where is he at? Right here. Is this little guy. And again, I believe he is wearing official Cabbage Patch clothes. I'm pretty sure he is. And this outfit is bomb. Look at that corduroy, that green corduroy sailor with the red and the white detailing. Now this one is a Kesmar. Jesmar. Why do I keep saying Kesmar? Jesmar. He's made in Spain. You can always tell by looking at the back. I swear I just about said Kesmar again. Jesmar. Made in Jesmar right here. Made in Spain. The Spanish ones are a little bit more desirable. They just didn't make as many. He does have like a texturing to his plastic. I thought maybe this one was also, but they're not. He has one dimple too. You see the tone is darker also. Skin tone. He's a little bit more like my tone. So more of like the swirly kinds. So those are all fabulous. The Kesmar, I did it again. The Jesmar definitely is the star of the show. Like I said, they just did not make as many of those. Where am I going? I'm just blocking the camera. Let's just go full on, full tilt. All right, let's pull. I can't get them out. You gotta come over here, sir. All right. Oh, he got wedged in there. How'd you do that? Now, he needs repaired. Look at those light bulb eyes. He's clearly straw-filled. Yeah. The wires are poking out here. Exposed. Here's a mohair. The arms are articulated. This is definitely added on later, as is, I believe, this. Electric eye, oh my lord. Somebody was optimistic. Electric eye bear. That's all it says. He's huge, and I love him. And I may try to fully repair him. Now, I have not messed with mohair. It can be a little finicky. It looks like his eyeball lights are going to need to be replaced. I'm not going to unscrew them right now. I think the filament, I can't see the filament on it. I don't know. I see a lot of potential in this guy. I really, truly do. There's that, and there's that. What do you think? I really wanted to get his eyes to work again, truth be told. Now, stand up there, sir. I know some people, like the purist, are like, I can't believe that you would even consider that. But to me, I'm like, why can't he live his best life? He's not living his best life right now. He's got a giant hole in his back. His eyes clearly don't work. He is not, I repeat, come here, you, not by himself. Now, I don't know that these are original. I think that these were certainly more like little kids' pajamas at some point, but we did get another one. Now, he is not all mohair. He more than likely had some costume or a suit on. That's why they didn't do all mohair and why he is cloth-bodied. The arms, look at that. Look at that. Oh, I think it's fabulous. His shoulders, I don't know. His thighs also have it, though the fabric is quite worn. That's all right, Bubba. His muzzle needs to be restitched. They were clever and put stick pins in to hold him together. I want to see, his wires are exposed. Clearly not functional. I just feel like he could be saved. Again, we do have some wear down here. I do. Yeah, the filament is missing on both of those eyes. Ear is still there, but clearly needs to be stitched back on. That's okay. You can make that happen. How can you say no to that face? I thought for sure the other people were going to pick these, and they didn't. Like, I'm shocked. That face is everything to me. What I was going to say is I don't think that the light bulb mechanism in here is going to be too overly complex. They do have a socket, clearly, that the eyes are screwing into. So that's just going to be a little bit of some rewiring. I am interested to see how we're going to make sure that this doesn't catch fire. Of course, they weren't worried about stuff like that back in the day, I guess. So we're going to set him right back here. Let's do another box. We're going to do a whole box of just straight up tinies. Okay, so this is everything we've got going on in here. Ooh, I don't know. This is really interesting. But we'll take a little bit more of a closer look. A half doll who is missing her waist. Some more Japan frozen Charlottes. These are interesting. Oops. Oh, they're like a terracotta. Made in Germany. Never seen these before. Little toothpick holder. Not overly thrilled with that. Oh, look at this. It's an apple head. Literally, it's a dried apple. Treasure Doll Club of Oklahoma. Stitched on there. Little figurine. I don't know what is going on here. Girl, do I even want to know? I don't know that I do. This one's a cutie. Stone bisque. Oh. She's the broken hand. Oh, she does have a broken hand. She's missing her arms. Look at those tiny holes for those arms. A little bell. The feet on this one have clearly been replaced. I don't even know what to make of that. Okay. This is interesting. Is that original? Oh, did he get a black eye? What is that? Nita Gelhart, 1975. Let's look that up, see if maybe she has other dolls. Well, unfortunately, Miss Nita has passed away on us, but she did leave behind some of her absolutely darling little figurines. Now, it seems that she was a doll artist and she did enjoy miniature doll artistry, doll houses, things of that nature. There was another one, was it 2 or 3 that have gone up for sale? I believe one is currently for sale. Very reminiscent of one another. That's unfortunate. Miss Nita, you did a great job, lady, and definitely glad to have found one of your pieces of art. He is precious. Precious. I think it's the best thing out of the box. So we'll just take a closer look. We do have a little perfume bottle. Ooh, perfume bottle. Stop her right here. I actually have a lady. Is this supposed to be a lady? Could be. Hi, guys. Oh, look at this one. Contemporary. Well, I shouldn't say contemporary, but a vintage reproduction of a half doll. It's okay. He's a cutie. I really like these two, though. Japanese doll with quirk. Oh, she's celluloid. Yeah. Miss Nita, this is you definitely have the star of the show in here, lady. Okay, truth be told, it's a completely different day, and I have yet again changed. So we've had, what, 3 wardrobe changes in this video. It's a lot to go through, and at this point, we are at... Today is Sunday, and I have a sale on Tuesday, and I want to get some photos taken for my Tuesday sale. And in order to do that, there is part of this doll haul that I want to get for Tuesday's sale because I think that it is perfect aesthetically and subject matter wise for Tuesday's sale, and it's going to blend well with some of the other stuff that I have. So what we're going to do is we still have quite a few boxes and pieces with which to go through, but I am going to focus on this lot next. Let's check it out. It's the cupiness of it all. Let's check that out. There's a quick preview. Yep, that's some Tuesday stuff. But we're gonna look at the cupies. Alrighty, so first up, let's go ahead and start off with our biggest piece. And it is the composition cupie, who is in what appears to be more of like a mommy made or a homemade dress. Now I think that it's cute. I love the little puff sleeves. Note on the back, she does have a little bow. She does have a little patent leather white booties on. She has some stockings. Now the stockings are interesting. She's wearing thigh highs, okay? She's provocative cupie. She does have some crazing back here. And of course, on the face, it is not horrible, especially in comparison to a lot of the other Cupies. Now, she does have paint loss here and paint loss over here on this hand. I hope we're in frame. I can't really, where am I at? Where am I at? We're over here. But I think she's absolutely darling. Now, I will leave her in this dress. The original composition Cupies of this nature, they all had like a little romper on. So it was just kind of like little shorts. And then they had like, what do you call them? Like overall, kind of bib overalls, but shorts, rompers. She is not in her original romper. That's okay. I still think she's awfully cute. So we got her. We're going to add her into the sale on Tuesday. And now what we have is we've got a bunch of vintage Enesco Cupies. They're not all Enescos. I did note in here that we do have an F&B in the box. Vintage, I don't have a date. It is called Wee Patsy Parasol Party. When we open it up, she is darling, number one. Look at that. Now, note her arms. She needs to be strung. It looks like it was just but like a little rubber band that kind of was holding her in, and it's degraded. So we'll have to fix that, but she is fully present. The face is absolutely darling. She seems like a... Girl, what are you? I don't know. Like a vinyl? I would assume a hard vinyl. She's so sweet with those little pink shoes on. So there's that piece. I think we'll hold off on putting that into the sale. But then we've got, what, 2, 4, 6 of the Enesco Cupies. And then we have a 7th piece here, which is Cupie with Love, Make-A-Wish, Charisma Brands. This is from 2008, so not quite vintage. What's on my fingernail? We'll bust her open first, this Charisma one. You know, with the original packaging in there. Oh. It is a bisque. Cupie with Love, Charisma. Oh, it's Jesco Imports. On the booty, look at that. Oh, with that little cupcake. Of course, the classic blue wings. Darling. Darling, I tell you, darling. It's nice to have the original box. We're going to add that into Tuesday's sale. There are some other... It's like a club foundation, a little brochure in here. I guess you could sign up to be a member. What is this paper? Cupies from... Oh, we have a postcard. Vintage. It's a republication from 1976. Cute. Oh, it's just like a little biography here on Rose O'Neal, which is nice. I mean, you know, thankfully technology has certainly made it a lot easier. We do have, oh, it looks like there was a Cupie convention in Branson, Missouri. These will probably be like freebies that go in. So let's check out this one. They are barcoded. 1994. Are these all 94? 94, 94, 94. So these are all Jesco, aka Enesco. From 94. The first one says Carpenter Figurine. Each one is labeled here. Just paper. We have a little tag down here. The Rose O'Neill Keepy collection. See, but this is dated 1991. Enesco Corporation. Well, that's probably when they did the little tag. Biography of Miss O'Neill. So we're going to put that down back in the box. All right, so our little carpenter friend here is absolutely precious. So the figurines themselves, well, at least this one, he is stamped 1994. Look at, with his little utility belt, little semi-utility belt, and he's got a bag of nails behind him. What a cutie. All right, we're just gonna wrap him back up in his paper here. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Bloop. Do love the sound effects. I'm available for hire if there's, of course, any movie studios out there that you're just so overly impressed. Let's move on to the Cupid Gardener figurine. Also stamped 1994. Look at, with his little gardening rake. He's got his little straw hat on. I don't know what he's doing back here. He's like piecing out. The faces on these I'm loving. Again, they of course are bisque. Let's see who's going to be our next. Our next one is going to be Cupid, Careful of His Voice figurine. We're going to check that one out next. Look at the little Cupid flag. I love the fact that it's hidden behind. So he's like a little cheerleader, if you will. He's at a pep rally. He's letting them all know what's up. It's so cute. It's getting so blown out. These are darling. Okay, who do we have up next? We have up next Cupid, Wag the Chief. Wag the Chief? Well, that'll be interesting to see. Wag the Chief up next. I don't get it. It's like he's got a scarf on, which, okay, fine. Then he's got a bottle back here, but it's clearly a prescription. You're gonna have to let me know down in the comments if this is making sense to you. Again, the name is right here. Ooh. What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't know what it means. He's really cute, and I love the fact that it's a prescription bottle and not just any old bottle. But interesting. All right, up next we have the Army. Is that what it? Yeah, it's just Cupid Army figurine. He's ready for service. Look at his little whistle. He's got his little rifle on there. That one's so cute. I love the side-eye expression on each one of these. Alrighty, our last figurine is going to be Cupid wearing his overshoes. Oh, okay. His overshoes. So his little wellies, his little galoshes. See, he is ready for the rain. He's got his little umbrella on. Absolutely precious. Enesco, you did a good job. I wonder how many of these they ultimately made. That's so darling. All right, well, that about sums it up for this portion because I got to go get some photos taken. Like I said, for Tuesday's sale, these guys are going to be available then. I'm looking at everything that's left over and I'm feeling a little overwhelmed. I'm not going to lie. It's a lot of stuff. Holy cannoli. We're only about halfway through. Lots of China heads, some small bisque babies are up, some frozen Charlottes. Okay, I'm committed. I am committed. We're gonna make it happen. I'll see you here in just a second. Alrighty, photos. Check, we got that. We're gonna move on to our next little box. This one is quite special. There are several things in here. I'm gonna have to take some pieces out. I can't tilt it up here for you, but I will show you in here. All right, first up, we have two of these. Now I need to look them up. They are like little chalkware babies. They do have there's something patent pending. I quite frankly, it seems that it's in a foreign language. One is a more legible. This one here, you can see the markings on the back. I'm not entirely sure what that says. The other one does have the markings, so it seems that the stamp kind of didn't imprint as much. There's a little bit of the verbiage over here, but they are little chalkware babies. Now this one that was legible, he was repaired unfortunately, but golly, they make great display pieces. I think those are quite darling. Like I said, I don't know who they are, but really enjoy it. Up next, we have our larger piece. It is our little dolly here. Now, she's in a state, bless. She is on a cloth body. There's a cheesecloth that's currently holding her arms in. But it's wax over composition with, of course, glass inset eyes. She is in what appears to be her original clothing. Yeah, the entire body with regard to the torso does seem to be a cheesecloth, quite delicate. You know, you can see here, I love her. She's got a great personality to her. It's definitely an earlier doll. And again, that's wax over composition. I love her. She's fabulous. Now, she did come with some little accoutrement that I don't know if it is original to her or not. There's a blue silk hanky, this piece of mohair, random. We do have a little jacket, which does appear to match her bonnet. So clearly that was made later at some point. I'm gonna have to see what we keep and kind of discard. Some of it is just, quite frankly, falling apart. So we'll take a closer look at that here. Let me move some stuff around, y'all. The next piece is quite an exceptional piece, though there is some condition to it. Boys and girls, it goes right along with our Cupies. You might have seen it when we were panning over everything, but it is in fact the large Cupie, the Doodle Dog from the Cupies. They made a smaller one also. This obviously is our larger. Now there is some condition because we do have a break to the ear, unfortunately. However, I still think the piece displays wonderfully. Don't know if you're seeing it, but it does in fact have the Rose O'Neil down there. Other than the ear, there are no other condition issues. It is, of course, a bisque painted, and it very much has the face of a Cupie. So I don't know if I'm going to hold on to it for a little bit or not. I don't know. The condition, it's interesting. Definitely a collectible piece, but with the condition issue, I'm going to have to play that one by ear. Okay, we've got this giant flat, and I'm going to show it to you here. We're going to go through there. I don't know that we're going to do every single piece. I don't think that every single piece warrants a closer inspection, though I do think some of them are very cute. So let's do the overhead shot. Okay, so here we are looking over. Now, the standout piece to me is, of course, this Frozen Charlotte. Right here, she's in really good condition. It's a medium size, so this is quite exciting. I do have one in this particular size, so she will be going up for sale. I am really proud of myself because I do kind of want to hoard them, truth be told. This piece is really interesting. It's like a chalkware. We have a manufacturer down here, Plastique. Here's another little dolly. Very cute. We do, oh, look at, here is a bisque Chibi. And this is the girl because she has her pink little shoes. There is Hebe. He has the blue booties on, but this is a bisque one made in Japan. Darling little face. Love those faces. Unfortunately on this one, The Sunny Angel, he's got some damage to his fingers, but it is a larger piece, so hopefully somebody will still want to display him. We've got a smaller Frozen Charlotte, though her arm is broken off. She's got some great stockings on. Appears that the feet have been broken, also chipped, which is sad. We've got another kind of a Sunny Angel here. He's got a little bow tie, well, not quite so little. More than likely a Japan piece, though he's done really well. And then, you know, like some other little baby doll. Looks like another F&B. What does that say? Oh, a wee Patsy. There's an F&B. You know, a celluloid. We seem to have had our feet chewed off at some point. Little toothpick holder, maybe. Celluloid crawling doll. Oh, I wonder if it works. Let's see. Moment, oh, truth. Oh, it doesn't work. Oh, wait. Yeah. Ugh. Come on, girl. She needs a little... What's going on, sister? Let me see. Yeah, it kind of works. I'm wondering if that cloth actually isn't prohibiting her from moving better. Nothing nightmarish about that. It reminds me of Toy Story. Okay, so yeah, there is that box. Like I said, I think we shouted out the best of the best in there. So we'll move on to our next one. All right, we've got this box, which has some good stuff, though there are some condition issues and some other stuff that's just kind of like, okay. So let's take a closer look. First up, we do have, and I have had this before, and I know they do it in a blue and I believe a yellow, but like the Kewpie, ooh, hello. The Kewpie planter here, overall good condition. There's no chips or cracks on her, so nicer piece. I don't know if that'll go into Tuesday's sale or not, because I kind of have a little bit of an overflow as it currently stands, so we'll see about that. Whoa. Ah! Yeah, I'm not overly impressed with that one. That's okay. In here, we do have this little marking tag, strong, and it's filled with Frozen Charlottes, both white and black, though they do have like some condition issues, which I am not overly hateful about. Now this black one is in really good condition. We do have what would have been a better Frozen Charlotte, a black one, but unfortunately both of the arms have broken off. So we do have those for, it's, you know, obviously they're not going to be as desirable simply because of the condition issue. Random stitched hat, though I do think depending on the craft project you could certainly make something work. This is in fact bisque. A Japan baby cloth doll with little like, so mommy made. She is stamped on the back of the head, Japan. You can rotate the head. It's a very simple baby doll. This is cute. Marked Japan on the interior. Bisque doll head. Obviously there's some paint loss to it, but I think that's really sweet. It's giving me like the AB or AB or he be, no, what is it? The Gobel did it. And there's little bees coming in, and now I cannot remember, because Hebe Shibi, maybe it is Hebe Shibi. Gobel did it also. It was a wall plaque, a circle, the head very reminiscent of this. And there was like a little bee. They did a ladybug one also, but that's what it's really reminding me. Robert Rake's Collectibles. I'm assuming this is a bear? No, it's not. It's just, this box literally just had this in it. It is a Robert Hakes collectible, Hitty American Pride. So I don't really think that's whole garbage. This is whatever. Little Heidi kind of composition doll here. Another little comp doll here. Bless, she's missing an arm. She's a wind-up. Whoa, she gets down. Let me show you. I did find her other arm, but you ready? Ow, get down on it. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Get down on it. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Get it, sister. Get it. I think I had one of these before, but it was a clown. Cute. Next, you might have saw it, we do have the Kewpie Bisque wedding party in here. Unfortunately, there's some condition issues. We have the bride, which she would have had at one time millinery flowers and more than likely would have had like a crepe paper dress. It has since melted away. This is not giving me any aesthetic. So I'm going to say this, I will probably more than likely remove this, clean this up, leave this intact. I think once the rest of the body is clean, this will add a little aesthetic value to it, but otherwise it ain't giving it to me. Next up, we have the groom, whom would have probably had, again, a crepe paper pant. It is melted off, and sadly, his arm is broken, which this would have been a great pose. Last but not least, the one that is in the best condition is our priest. Now, he does still have most of his crepe paper outfit, and the pose is fabulous on him. Now, these smaller ones are definitely very collectible. So, like I said, I'm sad about the groom, but the bride and the priest definitely make up for it. But I'm going to clean the bride and the groom, and I will clean up the priest, the face, just so that we have better aesthetic value to the pieces. And the last but not least, we do have, not a doll, but a dollhouse furniture piece, this clock, which does in fact have a pendulum and key. So the pendulum is just simple. I don't think this opens on the front. No, it doesn't. Oh, what does it say? Manufactured K. Keller Huffington, made in Germany. So we can just slide our pendulum. Boy, that's gonna be fun. Where are you at? Did I get it? Yeah, I did. So we've got our pendulum in there. I don't know. Let me see if it... Well, it's got a key. Well, I don't know if you can hear it. Nope. So obviously right there is the key. We do have the little key right there. I think these pieces are darling. I really like them. Whether you have a dollhouse or not, I just think that they're fun little accents in a collection. So that's pretty cool. It does seem functional. I don't know how well it keeps time, obviously. I don't think it's like a precision timepiece, of course, but it's still cool that it's there and that it works, and it's a really cute display piece. Oh, John Head dolls. Don't get too excited because sad but true. The sad but true part is that each of these dolls does have some condition issues. I bought that knowingly. That's okay. Because at the end of the day, I got what, 2 for 7 pieces. It was $5 for the pieces. And I'm all right with that because I know that a lot of people will use them in a variety of different projects. Some people might even salvage them. Some people will display them as is because it fits an aesthetic value. I know that's not for everybody. I am one of those people. I don't mind condition issues. This is definitely a piece that I don't mind the condition issue on. I think I have this. The other one I have has a condition issue. This one's a little bit more substantial. It is a blonde China head. Now clearly he's missing, or she is missing, her neck and shoulder plate, but the base is in excellent condition. So I love that one. I really truly do. Like I said, I'm looking at it and I'm like, I think this one might be a little bit bigger than the one that I have. We do have a cloth body China head doll. It's got hair on it, beg pardon. I'm not feeling this dress, truth be told. I would display her without the dress. She does have condition issues. We're gonna pull this off because it's just not doing it for me. It really truly isn't. This, okay, without the blue dress, this gives it to me. You know what I mean? She is missing a hand. She's been repaired, clearly. And her feet are missing. But it's still an absolutely darling display piece. You know, again, totally subjective. Some people are gonna be like, no way. Other people are like, it's fine with me. I'm one of those people. This one, while it doesn't have any condition issues that I can see, no. It's not like a super desirable one, but it is a little China head. This was one of the more mass-produced ones. Now, this does have a bisque porcelain hands, but it does have the glazed feet. Okay, there's no condition issue on this one, of course. We have a larger cloth body China head doll. Now, the only real condition to her is her body. I'll show you this. The spool is meant to prevent the feet from clacking together, which can cause a lot of the damage. Note that the stitching is starting to come apart. She is sawdust filled. Feet are in great condition, and I love kind of like that flow bluey effect to it with the bleed. She does have glazed hands, head, really good condition. Again, she has not been repaired. She is coming apart here, but I really like that. I think it displays really nicely. Okay, what we are down to now are some heads. These are very easy to display, damaged or not. Oh, I didn't know this one has sold BD Minor, Madison, Wisconsin. Dealer in, cannot read it, confectionery, fruits, nuts, oysters, cigars. So kind of like a general store. The original paper label is in there. That is quite exceptional for me as a collector. You know, a lot of times you're not going to see it because the doll has been assembled, but you can see she has been substantially repaired. I don't have this particular hairstyle. I would clean her up a little bit, but oh, that one is nice. That one's nice, y'all. I don't mind the condition. You know, when it comes to selling things like that, I get a little nervous just because it gets jostled around. You can do your best and things still get broken. This one, I love the size of it. She is waiting to be repaired, but look at that. I mean, from the front, that's a beautiful display piece. We can see there is a crack right here, but then on the back, like I said, she's waiting to be repaired. Oh, but that's a nice one. I just love these. Look at, and when you really look at them, I mean, when you say China head doll, you know, there's such a variety of different expressions and hairstyles. Obviously, these two, their hairstyles are very different. I'm getting a shadow, beg pardon. Oh, look at her with her gray blue eyes. That's a beauty. I love this one. All right, and then our last China head doll is Esther. She is our largest one. I don't think, no, this girl, she honestly doesn't have any condition issues. Her alone is worth it because, like I said, I paid $5 for everything. So yes, while everything else is broken, Esther here is not. I feel like I have a blonde one. Is it upstairs? I don't know. I can't remember. I have problems. I am probably going to part with Esther. I'm hoping somebody out there will enjoy and love her. So she's pretty special. Like I said, there's no condition issues to her. She's not been repaired, but you just, you know, bloop, and there you go. We've got a piece. Let's move on to the next box. Definitely a hodgepodge going on in here. So let's take a closer look and see what we have. Living in the land of the... Oh no, this is the land before time. It's Littlefoot. This is the Pizza Hut hand puppet who's never been removed. Random. Why not? Why not? Interesting piece here. There is a tag on it. It says Foxy Grandpa, 1904. Excuse me? Hey, boys and girls, do you think I'm Foxy? Bisque. Giving me German vibes. I'm seeing a hairline kind of starting. Looking at the interior, I'm wondering if it wasn't actually part of the firing process. I don't know if you can see it. It's right here, the yellow. But when I look on the interior, I can kind of see... Don't know. Interesting. For sure. Some more like these. These are very common. I don't think there's, quite frankly, a whole lot of value to them. They're funny, but the Peter Pan one could be cuter. Or is she a Girl Scout? I don't know. We do have like a little wooden Mammy doll here. Mammy Tinker, the Toy Tinkerers. Now, she does have some condition on the back here, but clearly, does this pull through? No. Interesting. Oh, so you can kind of take her apart there. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but a little rattle. What is this? A little tin litho made in Japan. Bless. Yeah, no. He ain't worth. Bang. Bless. I don't know. I think to the right collector, Somebody might apprise him because of that condition issue. Oh, but he's kind of winding his bell. You can see the key moving right there. I often, if that happens, I usually try to let the mechanism run until it just stops. It's unfortunate. He's still going, y'all. Because it's just, he doesn't have enough oomph. I feel like the weight of the bell down here is actually helping the mechanism run. I can't really see inside. Yeah. Let's see the head. Wood, but bless him. A vinyl squeaker maybe at one time? Is he giving Felix vibes? Obviously the paint is quite gone. A little wax over chalk. He is an older one, bless. Okay. Not vibing with that one. We got Mr. Peanut. Pyro. Planner's Peanut. It's a pepper shaker, because why not? A composition baby doll definitely has seen its better days, especially with the crazing on the top. Cloth body, there is a cry box I can see in here. That, quite frankly, that cry box might be worth trying to salvage. They're not very complicated to fix. This one, obviously not working. This is interesting. Okay, wait, what's this? A little chalkware, kind of Charlie Chaplin-esque figurine. Cute. This, it gives me, it does give me like a Palmer Cox vibe. I'm not gonna lie. It's composition. Spring body, so you know, you just, and then he pops up. Bloop, bloop, bloop. But it does give me a Palmer Cox vibe to it, the way that the eyes are done. I can't say that with certainty, but looking at my other ones, it does give that kind of a vibe to them. It does. Don't know. We've got a soft vinyl baby doll. I don't think she's marked anywhere that I can see. It's, like I said, it's, ugh. I can't with that. She's articulated. Blah, 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 blah. Reach out and touch somebody. It's okay. It's okay. We've got a little Scotchy. Uncle Willie. It's a figural liquor bottle. He is marked Uncle Willie and Japan on the bottom. So you know the head comes off. It's a figural little liquor bottle. Clearly condition issue with the cork. It's okay. At least it's still there. It displays them. Look at those eyes, my lord. And our last piece in here, I think this is gonna, some people are gonna really like this one. It's a composition, but not only is it a composition, it's a black cat composition doll. Now it's giving Puss in Boots vibes to it. These are loose. I don't know if this was original to it. It doesn't look, how do I put this? I feel like I could maybe do this and do a little bit better, if you know what I mean. I am tempted to want to get rid of this. It's not adding anything to it. I think, quite frankly, it's distracting from the doll. I think having the subject matter of a black cat composition doll, that is enough. Look at the paint is really, especially, we do have some wear on there. That is quite exceptional and certainly something that I have never seen before. That is definitely a meow, ow kind of piece. Check that out. We're down to our last box, boys and girls, believe it or not. Oh my gosh. Let's check it out. This box, and it's a good box. Check that out. You definitely have some Hartwigs in there. Let's take a closer look, guys. Where should we start? We'll just start with, this one's cute, adult. It's a piano baby. Listen, you can tell by the face. You know what I mean? It's cute, but it's not like high end. Then when we get into the contrast, this one is German. I am not gonna attempt to pronounce it, but you can tell there's a little bit more care. Though I will say, while more care than the Japan version, it's still a little crude. So obviously they're both piano babies, darling little boys in states of folly. Neither one is an amazing example, but both are relatively good. These bisque baby dolls, they are not my favorite, truth be told. This one is a Japan doll, made to look like the antique German baby dolls. The clothing is me on it, truthfully. What I am doing is I'm kind of sorting the dolls as we are going through it. This one is definitely the better. Make sure. Yeah. See, like this, just like with our piano babies, versus this. It's more expressive. The face paint is done better. We have individual brush strokes in the hair. You see the difference? Those are the things that you want to look for. The detail, the artistry. Now here's the deal. Just because, like that other baby, the smaller one, just this is a full bisque body too, which is a little bit nicer. It's a good size too. Just because it was made in Japan doesn't mean that artistically or aesthetically it doesn't speak to you. It's the same like with any collectible. It's not always necessarily about where or who made it. It's about, does it speak to you? So never let, oh, it doesn't have, you know, this label, or it's made in Japan, or it's not as good. If you love it, then love it. But what I was saying is I'm kind of separating the dolls as we go along. I do have these little yellow satin doll shoes. Those are cute. Okay, so then we've got this little kind of rubber, again, another like Heidi-like doll. It's okay. This little cloth doll, she does look handmade. Well done. This one, is it Hertwig or is it Japan? You're giving me a little bit more Japan vibe. though very darling. Love the sunbonnet, the red shoes, super cute. Her wig. These shoes are excellent. Look at those shoes. Collectors will pay a pretty good premium for the shoes. Yeah, she's German. The shoes are really where it's at. You see this pointy boots? Ooh, girl, are you broken? She's repaired. See the difference? She is repaired. Her little footsie is repaired. I quite frankly prefer these when they're bald, truth be told, but to each their own, to each their own. We've got a boy. These are really good. These are Hertwig. These are really good. It seems that they've kind of made them brother sister. Oh, those are good, y'all. No condition issue outside maybe needing a little bit of a bath. Look at his socks. It's all about those details. All about those details. Oh, those are good ones. We're going to put those over here. No, I don't have this size. She's so stinking cute. She's got good clothes too. Look at it. With her glass eyes. It wouldn't surprise me that this would have been a presentation doll. Vintage clothing, but she does have a snapback. So that way you can remove the dress. She needs a little cleaned up, truthfully. But that is a really good one. I mean, they braided her hair. It's a natural fiber. Feeling like wool. Ugh. That's a good one. Okay, our last dolly. She's more of a figurine. It is a bathing beaut. Ouch! Look at that. She's repaired the hand, but a just beautiful display piece. Look at that. Yay. That is our last doll. I can't believe we've made it through them all. It's insane. It's a lot. It is a lot. I'm really looking forward to cleaning it all up, truth be told. I really appreciate you guys checking out the auction haul with me today. I hope that you saw some beautiful things, some cute things, some scary things, creepy things. They're all kind of one and the same for me. I really enjoyed it. I love the antique dolls, the toys. There's just something that really speaks to me about them. And it's been a great pleasure to have gone through so many of them with you. I look forward to the next video. Probably not going to be this massive of a haul, but who knows? You never know. And as always, you guys, until next time, remember, keep it rusty, crusty, and dusty. Bye, guys.